Have you ever pondered how crucial exploiting resources can be for pen testers? Exploit resources in the world of pen testing are the tools that allow us to turn theory into practice. They are the elements that bridge the gap between understanding vulnerabilities and actually exploiting them. These resources are incredibly significant for multiple reasons. First, they assist in identifying vulnerabilities within a system. This is the initial step in pen testing, as understanding where a system might be weak is the foundation for any successful exploit. Second, exploit resources aid in crafting the actual exploits. They provide the building blocks, the raw materials, if you will, to construct a functioning exploit. This is where the magic happens, where theory becomes reality. Finally, these resources are essential for testing defenses. They allow pen testers to gauge how robust a system's defenses are and whether they can withstand an actual attack. Indeed, exploiting resources is not just a step, but a cornerstone in a pen tester's journey. So, where does a pen tester begin when exploiting resources? Well, the first step in this intricate dance is identifying the resources themselves. This process is akin to a detective piecing together clues at a crime scene. You must understand the target system, its components, and potential vulnerabilities. It's about recognizing the weak spots, the chinks in the armor, so to speak. To do this, you need to develop a deep understanding of the system you're assessing. You must become familiar with its architecture, its functions, and the software it runs. This is where your technical knowledge and analytical skills come into play. Once you've done that, you can start identifying the resources you will need to exploit these vulnerabilities. Now this is where the fun begins. The world of cybersecurity is teeming with tools and resources, waiting to be leveraged by savvy pen testers. You have exploit databases, a treasure trove of known vulnerabilities and exploits. These databases are like a pen tester's library, offering a wealth of information at your fingertips. Then you have open source tools. These are the equivalent of a carpenter's toolbox. Open source tools are powerful, versatile, and best of all, free. They can help you automate tasks, analyze systems, and exploit vulnerabilities. Some popular ones include Metasploit, Wireshark, and Nessus. But wait, there's more. We also have online forums and communities. These are like bustling marketplaces, brimming with discussions, advice, and shared knowledge. Forums like Stack Overflow and GitHub are filled with cybersecurity enthusiasts eager to share their insights and learn from others. They can offer you fresh perspectives, innovative solutions, and provide a platform for you to share your own experiences and knowledge. So, in the world of cybersecurity, resources are aplenty. All you need is the know-how to identify them and the skill to wield them effectively. Remember, the key to a successful exploit is not just about finding a vulnerability, it's about knowing how to use the right tools to exploit it. Identification, hence, forms the foundation of exploiting resources. Once you've identified the resources, what's next? You might be asking. Well, the next step is crafting the exploits. This is where the magic happens, where knowledge and creativity collide to create powerful tools for penetration testing. Crafting exploits is about using the resources you've identified to create mechanisms that can take advantage of vulnerabilities in the target system. It's about understanding the system, identifying its weak points, and figuring out how to exploit them. It's a process that requires insight, creativity, and technical skill. Let's imagine for a moment. You're a locksmith, and you've got a lock in front of you. You know how it works, what its weaknesses are, and you've got a set of tools at your disposal. Your task is to create a key that can unlock it. That's what crafting an exploit is like. But here's the thing, it's not just about creating a key, it's about creating the right key. And that's where testing and tweaking come in. You've got to test your exploit, see how it works, and then tweak it for maximum effectiveness. You see, an exploit is only as good as its effectiveness. If it doesn't work, or if it only works some of the time, then it's not much use. It's like having a key that only turns the lock halfway. It's not going to get you very far. So crafting exploits is a constant process of testing, tweaking, and fine-tuning. It's about making sure that your exploit works not just in theory, but in practice as well. It's about creating something that is both reliable and effective. And that's why crafting exploits is both an art and a science. It's an art because it requires creativity and intuition, a sense of what will work and what won't. But it's also a science because it requires methodical testing, careful analysis, and precise adjustment. So, what's next after identifying the resources? It's time to roll up your sleeves and get crafting. Because crafting exploits, thus, is both an art and science. After crafting the exploits, How can you ensure they work? Well, this is where the significance of testing defenses comes into play. It's not enough to simply create an exploit and hope for the best. The next crucial step is to test your exploit against the target system in a controlled environment. This is akin to a dress rehearsal before a big performance. Just like how an actor would run through their lines and actions to ensure everything goes smoothly on the big night, a pen tester must ensure that their exploit operates as expected. By testing defenses, we are essentially putting our exploit to the test, looking for any potential flaws or hiccups that might need tweaking. Remember, an untested exploit is like an unproven theory. It holds potential, but without verification it remains simply that, potential. Testing defenses therefore brings us a step closer to a secure system. So, what have we learned today about exploiting resources for pen testers? In this journey, we've seen how paramount exploiting resources is for pen testers. It's not just about breaking things, it's about understanding, identifying, and utilizing these resources to ensure the security of digital assets. We dived into identifying resources, showcasing how a keen eye and a curious mind are essential in this process. It's like putting together a puzzle, each piece being a potential exploit that could open doors to invaluable insights. Next, we delved into the art of crafting exploits. It's a creative process, blending technical knowledge with strategic thinking. It's not just about finding vulnerabilities, but also about developing ingenious ways to expose them. Then, we moved on to testing defenses. We emphasized how exploit resources are not just tools for attack, but also for strengthening defenses, making them more robust against potential threats. Remember, exploiting resources is a continuous journey of learning and adapting, making it a thrilling aspect of being a pen tester.